Hello again, and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover. For one, Eminem's Infinite album turned 25 a few hours ago. You know what that means for next year's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony, don't you? And this sparked some interesting reactions from fans online, which we'll explore in a bit. And Encore also just turned 17, and fans on social media reacted accordingly, which we'll get to in a bit. We also have more from 50 Cent, and this time he was responding to claims that he's not a top 10 artist out of New York. And this attracted reactions from the likes of Bobby Shmurda and more. And Eminem recently did a surprise pull-up at his Mom's Spaghetti restaurant and accompanied this with a message to fans. And he also reportedly met up with some fans, which we'll get to in a bit. But before we get started, if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to hit the like button to support the content. Subscribe if you're new, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. So 50 Cent recently shared this on social media directed at his detractors. They said, "I'm not in the top 10 out of New York artists," laughing emoji. "I'm nobody's favorite, I'm a nightmare for these fools when I focus." And Tommy from Power was right there with "Number 1 boss I ever had, love and respect, fifth." But 50 gotta admit he let the fans down, as he's yet to deliver on what he confirmed a few months ago. A user adds, "I think it's time for you to remind them one more time, and here's why I said he let fans down initially." As back in July, 50 confirmed that he's dropping an album in September, where he also added that he didn't finish the tracks with Eminem, so Eminem would be on it, but we are in November and still got nothing. And Bobby Shmurda reacted to the post without a question, heart and fire emojis. Even on the reports of this, some believe these young kids don't know what 50 was in his prime. Couldn't walk a block without somebody blasting 50. 50 had folks even as far as in Southeast Asia dressing up like, in quotes, gangsters for real. And like we covered in the last video, what he did with Get Rich or Die Trying is yet to be topped by all the biggest rappers that came after that album dropped, especially in foreign markets like the United Kingdom for instance. But what do you guys think? Is 50 top 10 from New York or nah? Moving on, Eminem shared this picture a few hours ago on social media with the caption, "Taste testing meat sauce yesterday at Mom's Spaghetti. This is thumbs up, stay tuned." And this teaser at the end has sparked reactions like this on Reddit. Stay tuned, announcement coming soon.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
But there was more to this, but first, this sparked hilarious reactions, apart from the fact that Eminem would rather use the table as a plate. And some were asking, why does the spaghetti shop have more promotion than your last 2 albums? And so far this looks to be true, and that got this reaction, because he don't need to promote what sells effortlessly, which is also true. But basically, when there's promo, fans get to see more of Eminem, and sales especially abroad generally are doubled or tripled. Just look up Revival numbers outside the United States in major markets: 333,000 first week versus Kamikaze's 199,000 via UWC numbers. And in the United Kingdom for instance, Revival holds the record for the last international album, that is, by an artist from outside the United Kingdom, to sell over 100,000 units first week in 5 years. Promo M, especially abroad, is OP, and apparently Eminem did meet up some fans when he pulled up at the restaurant. Check this out. "OMG, fans met him yesterday again? For freak's sake, I hate my life." And this was gotten from a fan who met him at the spot who posted it on IG. And there's more to this as the caption shows. "With my idol. Special thanks to Eminem, Paul, Denown, #Make-A-Wish." That's it right there, as the user acknowledged that the organization Make-A-Wish made this happen. And check out this exchange. "I remember you talking about 8 Mile when we were kids," and the fan responds, "For real, bro. My dream came true yesterday. You used to call me Stan. Look at me now, LOL." Dude must be feeling like third verse Eminem on Legacy right now. And before we move on to the next point, who would have thunk it? Detroit Pistons got trolled with an Eminem Mom's Spaghetti meme just around the same time after defeating the Pistons. "Tastes like a win to us, Mom's Spaghetti emoji. Let him know. Sheesh." And moving on, Eminem's Infinite just turned 25, and like it is every anniversary, there's always expectations for something linked to perhaps a remastered release or something. And some are disappointed. Sucks that Eminem's team still haven't remastered the entire Infinite LP and finally included on streaming services. It's the beginning of Eminem's solo career, and it's a shame the album is not available on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, and other platforms. But perhaps here lies the problem, as reportedly both the sound recording and distribution copyrights are owned by FBT Productions, not Shady/Aftermath. Perhaps that's got a thing to do with this, which reminds me of the claim that we've debunked on this channel that Michael Jackson bought Eminem's entire catalog because of Just Lose It, a classic example of gullibility on social media. And Encore also shares the same anniversary, and some took to social media to commemorate its 17th. Happy birthday to Eminem's most overhated album. Encore, great concept that could have led to a great album if the release wasn't ruined by leaks. Still a favorite of mine, so enjoy a little thread of some of Encore's photo shoots. The Eminem fans from back then know that Encore got some of his best songs to this day. Even D12 killed it on One Shot, Two Shot, and like I said about the older fans, a user expands on Reddit. I remember going out to my local store and being amazed that this was released. I had no idea it was coming out. I probably had my Walkman on me, but I remember loving how the tracks flowed together. This album still has a special place in my heart. Like I said before, apart from 2 free tracks in the total package, this album in full, including the deluxe tracks, is solid for me personally. Spent some time on Yellow Brick Road, still on heavy rotation over here. I mean heavy, so perhaps maybe some will come around when it turns 18.
Hey, 18 yet?
No.
Hey, how are you?
Well, I'm glad, Brian.
All right.
That will be all for today. Share your thoughts below, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.